Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. I am speaking to you guys today about this is what happens when you ignore a woman. When you ignore a woman, she's going to subconsciously try harder to try to get your attention. And when you do this, she's going to be the one more so chasing you than the other way around. And because psychologically this makes you come across as more high value. We have guys we have guys who are in the gym, and usually when you do go to the gym, there is uh usually there comes across as a girl who's a little bit more attractive than a bit everybody else, and she probably gets the most attention. And a lot of guys are always talking to her. I have seen this firsthand. I'm just doing a social experiment where there's this girl who gets a lot of attention from guys at the gym, and I see it every time in the social dynamics. Guys, at least one or two guys come up to her and talk to her every single time at the gym. Her getting approached by men is nothing um crazy. This is You have to realize, you have to look at it from an attractive woman's perspective, or even look at it from your perspective. If you were getting approached by by women frequently, always them always talking to you 24/7, talking about something to you 24/7, what would that make you think of woman's attention in general? It probably would not mean as much to you because you get it on a frequent basis. This is how you have to look at it when it's through a woman's perspective. Now, personally, so she's getting a lot of attraction, she's getting a lot of attention from men. But personally, I I have yet to speak to her. Now she probably notices me. Now, I have yet to speak to her. I just want to see an experiment. And what I even realized today, because this just happened recently, that because I have not spoken to her, I pretty much ignored her in a way. I just wanted to see what happens. She was trying harder to get my attention than anybody else. This is just how you have to look at it. I was on the I was on the leg machine doing my sets. I see her at her corner of my eye, just waiting there, maybe, and she sat at the machine right behind me. Now this is what I was going to do. I was going to say, "Do you need to use this machine?" But I realized, I mean, easily I could have said that, but I didn't. I just want to see what happens. So she sits at the leg machine behind me and does her workout. I leave and I go to a different location. I go to the pull-up bar recently. I'm waiting. I turn around, and then boom, there she is walking right in front of me. Now this is all on purpose. And then I saw her on the machine, and then some guy came up to her and talked to her for a little bit, and then this is it. But the bottom line is she it felt like she was trying to chase me a little bit, at least get me to talk to her, because I guess I would be one of the few who have not spoken to her, and this may be driving her crazy, because she's thinking in her mind, she's like thinking, all of these guys are talking to me, but how come this one guy isn't? This is just how it kind of goes. Now the bottom line is, You can't fake this. You actually have to be busy. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to be, I'm going to ignore her and then she's going to like me. And this is not how it goes. She, at the beginning, she also might have to be someone that you like. She has to be someone that she likes. In this scenario, she is this is talking about physical fitness. She may see my physical aesthetic and then she thinks, oh, he puts in a lot of work, and she could, be trying to get my attention just because of that. This has happened multiple times, but if you give them no attention, they are going to try harder. I have seen this firsthand. If you give some woman no attention and you are someone who comes across as, more physically appealing, then they go crazy. I have seen girls do the craziest things to try to get a man's attention. I have seen it firsthand. Don't ever think that women don't try to get men's attention, because they do. They do anything. And it's one thing that I realized, it comes across as the most natural thing ever, but they play it off very, very well, as if it's just the most natural thing ever. But it's all timed, and it's timed to perfection. I have to give it up to that. So anyways, when you ignore a woman, she's going to try to chase you a little bit more. She is going to try to chase you a little bit more, because she needs your attention, because you're not giving your attention so freely like everybody else. Now, when you finally talk to her, if that is what you do plan on doing, because sometimes you may ignore her for a long time and then it doesn't go anywhere and people just lose interest. But when you finally do maybe speak to her, she has to view your attention like a drug. You can't just be saying any single thing. You have to speak with some intention if you really wanted to get somewhere. You have to be very intentional about the things that you're saying. Be very intentional with your body language, vocal tonality, charisma, and give her a very good experience while you're speaking to her. And then just do that on and off. She will be more attracted to you, because now she feels as if your attention she likes your attention, and now she wants more of it, and now she's trying to fight harder for it, if that makes sense. So you're going to come across as high value when you don't give your attention so easily, because high value men are busy. So when you're going to come across as perceived high value. Just when you do speak to her, like I said, make sure it is coming from a genuine place, and it's coming from a present space. She's going to find you a bit more attractive, just because like I said, your attention means something to her when you finally give it to her. And she has to view your attention like a drug. You have to give her that masculine intent, that masculine eye contact, that masculine intent. She will be more attracted to you. But the problem that I see guys make, why they're not getting anywhere, is because it's not intentional. They just say one thing that isn't memorable. It has to come across as a little bit memorable. You have to come across as charismatically confident, and you have to make your attention scarce. She will find you more attractive because of this. So, like I said, when you ignore a woman, she goes crazy, especially if there's some sort of physical attraction at the beginning. If you physically put yourself together, and you talk to other people, but you don't really talk to her as much, she might be a little bit more crazy. She might be going crazy because she's wondering why this man isn't talking to her like all the other guys are talking to her. This is how you have to come across. And like I said, when you finally do give her attention, make it come across as like a drug, where she needs more hits of it. This is how you have to look at it. So she will chase you more when you ignore her, and you will come across as high value. With that being said, if you are a guy who wants to stop faking high value and actually become high value, where you have more meaning, you have more motivation, and you have more fulfillment in your life, click on that link below. I am working with a few guys currently to transform their lives in the next 8 weeks. You will be next. Comment, subscribe. We'll see you later in the next one. Peace.